Hey everyone, Happy New Year. Already off to an amazing start. Hello. My name is Kathy Mazak, and I am the creator and host of this group. And many of you joined over the holiday break. My team and I take a recess, a complete, time off between about the 23rd of December and pretty much this week. Yesterday, we turned posting back on. And so I know a lot of you have just joined the group, and I want to just say a heartfelt welcome and talk to you a little bit about writing in the new year. And so that's what I'll start off about. I'm going to give you three kind of things that need to be part of your writing plan for 2021. I'm going to talk about this group a little bit. So if you're new, I'm going to set some expectations. And then at the end, I'm going to tell you all of our writing programs that we offer in 2021 in case you want to work with us further. So let's talk about those three things that need to be part of your writing plan in 2021. So the first thing is realistic expectations. So something that we do whenever I lead planning sessions, writing planning sessions for our clients, is that we list out all of the potential writing projects that you're going to take on. And you can do this. I love the idea of a yearly planning session. And also, if you're one of our clients in any of our programs, you're going to get an email soon about our upcoming New Year's writing planning session. That's a client-wide, open to everybody workshop. That's if you're one of our clients in any of our programs. But what we do during that workshop is we set realistic expectations. And here's how we do it. I'll give you the 3-sentence version. You make a giant list of everything you think you're going to write this year. And then you pick 3 things. And that's where you start. So the first thing you really need to do the first thing that needs to be part of your 2020 writing plan is realistic expectations. Okay. And again, try to use this 3 things method. And the 3 things method, it really is just identify the first 3 things you're going to work on instead of always having, this giant list of projects. See if you can really hone to 3. Again, if you're one of our clients, we're going to be doing a workshop soon where we dig in deeper to that process. But the second thing that you need to include in your 2021 writing plan is regular meetings with your writing. Okay. And this does not have to be every day. So if you're new to me and my style of writing coaching and my philosophy around academic writing, I don't promote writing every day. I think it's again, unrealistic expectation to hold. But what I do try to teach people to do is make consistent and regular dates with their writing. And we do this inside. One way to do it, an entry point into starting that new habit, is our momentum program, where we do co-writing at certain times. And we ask you to just commit to yourself to 1 or 2 of those times per week. And we all show up together and we write together on Zoom. And that's a way to have really keep a date with your writing. But whether you use co-writing or some other method, what I want you to, or an essential part of your 2021 writing plan, needs to be consistent, regular, but not necessarily every day, but almost sacred writing times in your calendar. And I always suggest people start with 1 to 2 hours a week and just try to get consistency with that. And the advice here is to hold your writing time like any other meeting or obligation that you have. It goes on your calendar. You don't schedule things on top of it. You don't move it, for something else. And again, 1 to 2 hour-long sessions once or twice a week. You could even make that smaller, 1 to 2 half-hour sessions once or twice a week. Start small and build up. So the first thing is realistic expectations around what writing you'll actually get done this year. The second thing is a consistent meeting time with your writing. Does not have to be every day, but you want to start to try to plan consistent, regular dates with your writing. And the third thing is gentleness. I think has to be part of your writing plan. And that means that you incorporate or you thoughtfully plan rest. And you all might be thinking, well, it's the beginning of the year, so I'm like ready to go and whatever. But even just looking, if you're based in the US, this last week has been another kind of news cycle week that was super distracting and draining, and very upsetting. And so already we need to take extra care with rest. We're also still in the middle of a global pandemic. And so we need to be extra thoughtful about how we treat ourselves and the expectations we set for ourselves in terms of what we can create. And we need to keep in mind always the create, restore cycle, which is that the more you create, or the more you want to create, the more you need to incorporate restorative activities. And so writing is creation. Developing courses is creation. Teaching is creation. You also need to make sure that you are building into your schedule restorative activities. So just straight up rest, exercise if you can, very simply, just walking, stretching, whatever. Reading something that isn't, an academic piece, and anything that whatever you consider to be restorative. I don't pretend to know. So the three things that you need to include in your 2021 writing plan are realistic expectations. Try to identify 3 big projects and get those, work on those. Don't try to tackle a list of 10 projects. The second one is, what were we forgetting? Consistent writing sessions. Start with 1 to 2 sessions once or twice a week. And then finally, gentleness and restoration need to be part of your 2021 writing plan. So I hope that that's helpful. If you are a member of any of our 4 programs, so that's Momentum, Navigate, Amplify, or Elevate, we are going to be doing a New Year's writing planning session next week, and you'll be getting more information about that. If you're like, I'd like to go to a New Year's writing planning session, the easiest way to do that is to join our Momentum program. And that is available for joining anytime. It's just kathymazek.com/momentum. In the new year, even though if you go to that page, it says there's 3 sessions a day, there's actually now 6 co-writing sessions a day. We need to update the page. We're just starting this out. And there's a Monday Momentum Mindset meeting, which is a group coaching call that's just a half an hour long that helps you kind of set your mind right for the year, for the week, and get started. So if you never tried co-writing, all you do is we stay muted the whole time. We get on Zoom. We put our goals in the chat. We write, and then at the end of the hour, we report on our goals. And there is a way to track goals. We have a goal tracking spreadsheet so you can look at your own progress. And it has been very helpful in having people really take seriously dates with their writing, because instead of just like you putting it on your calendar and saying like, yes, that's a date with my writing, but then not holding the boundary around it, by having a program that's just $27 a month, it is a way for you to hold boundaries around certain writing times during the day. So if you're interested, you can join today and start writing with us this very afternoon. In fact, I think there's a writing session happening in about 45 minutes. So that's that. I want to welcome all of you who are new to our group. So I will just say that the title of this group is I Should Be Writing, and it is definitely tongue-in-cheek. Like, I don't expect you. In fact, I want to actively help you to not feel like you should be writing all the time. But I do want to help you do the writing that you want to do. And that is the motivation behind this group and my company, which is a writing coaching company for academics. And we invite women and non-binary folks into this group to participate in this space. We have a free Level Up Live every Tuesday at this time, which is noon Eastern, noon New York City time. So you can come and get writing advice. You can also see all the previous Level Up Lives here. We also put them on our YouTube channel. And we have a podcast that comes out also on Tuesdays. Tuesday's a juicy day. So you can subscribe to our podcast. If you go to kathymazek.com/podcast, you can find us on all your podcast apps. The podcast is called Academic Woman Amplified, Women with an X. We invite everyone to listen. And then I want to tell you, so this group, you can post to the group. We do have post approval turned on. So we have group moderators and they will approve your post or not. And please, I encourage all of you, if you're new to the group, to read and agree to the group rules. And just know that one thing, the thing that we deny posts for most often is how you address the group. And so it's a small thing with big consequences. It's easy to change, and those consequences make this a welcoming space for people with marginalized identities. So we want to make sure that when you're addressing the group, if you want to post and ask for advice or say something, that you use gender neutral terms when you're addressing the group, because although this is a group that is majority women, it is not only women. And so we want to make sure that we respect everyone here and that you use something like, hey friends, or hey writers, or hey scholars, and not hey ladies, okay? That's off the table. So please watch how you address the group and be aware that we are trying to create a space where we are welcoming and truly talking to a group of people who don't all subscribe to woman as their identity. So that's that, but please do read all the group rules. What else? So I do want to tell you about the programs that we have available this year. We have our Momentum co-writing program that is open all the time and is a great way to really commit to your writing in 2021. So you can go to kathymazek.com/momentum for that. And then our two kind of high-level coaching programs, we have one for pre-tenure and one for post-tenure, are happening just twice this year. So we are starting our post-tenure program, which is called Elevate. We are starting on February 1st. So we are enrolling for that program now. And if you'd like to apply, you can go to kathymazek.com/elevate and fill out an application. And if we accept your application because we think that our program would be a good fit for you, then we will invite you to a special training that we're going to do called 5 Keys to Up-Leveling Your Post-Tenure Career. That's happening in a couple of weeks. And if you come to that training and you decide that Elevate is right for you, then you can enroll and be part of our February cohort. It's the only cohort that's running this year. So we are only running Elevate once this year. It starts February. It's a 6-month program, goes February to July. Our other program is a pre-tenure faculty writing accelerator called Amplify, and it is closed now. So if you haven't started the application process, we can't start you in the program now because the program is full. And so you can apply to kind of get on to be, well, I'll be talking about that later. I'll do info sessions about it for planning for September. So the next time that we're going to enroll our Amplify program is going to be September 2021. And for the foreseeable future, that's how we're going to work things. We're going to do one cohort of Elevate and one cohort of Amplify. Amplify used to be a year-long program, will now be a 6-month program. And so That's what 2021 looks like. We also have our Navigate program, which we have a cohort that started in November. That's our course called Navigate the Writing Roadmap. And we're very excited. People are really doing amazing things inside of that course right now. And the next time we launch it will be May. So I would love to work with you. So the best place to start really is Momentum. So go ahead and check it out. If you're like, no, I didn't come here to buy anything, then that's absolutely cool. Hang out here in our group, listen to our Level Up Lives, go listen to the podcast. There's a lot of great free information out there. Search for me, Kathy Mazak, on YouTube, and you also can see all our YouTube resources. I hope that you are hanging in there this, second week of 2021, and sending all of you wishes for a happy new year. Bye.